Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle MimMne from CZT Laura Rossi Doria, and I hope I pronounced all of that right. Okay, this is an interesting one, and yeah, it's just it's been around for a while. I've seen it before, and I just thought, well, let's take a closer look at this one. It's, like I said, it's interesting. I'll tell you what I like as I'm doing it. Okay, let's do the basic thing. And it will start with a V. Or two straight lines meeting at one end. At whatever angle you wish them to be at. All right, then I like to, make sure I'm translating into and out of Zentangle elemental stroke language and to speak the shapes that I'm using in those terms. Oh, all right, then. Oh, yeah, but then the next one, we're all out the window. Oh, well, no, I suppose it could be an S shape, sort of. Because we're going to come from this end, round it off, and then however you want to draw this, and then coming back and meeting the other end. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see how Laura did it, just to get some ideas. I like that it's almost like an inconsistency built into it, so feel free to go as whimsical as you wish, and I think it just makes it look all the better. Okay, then from here she has us doing a line coming up the center. It doesn't need to come up above, maybe a little bit below, because in the end we're gonna put a curve line coming out of it, but again, depending on what you've decided to do with it, just go with it. Now, next, here, I was doing this differently, and then like at the end of my playing with it on the step out, I'm like, oh, but wait, I could do this big long stroke again. What I was doing was I was doing this and then stopping here and then coming up here and doing it again. And then it dawns on me, sometimes, I'm just dense, sometimes is the word for it. But like I said, as I was playing with it, I'm like, well, no, wait, I don't really need to do that, although you could, but you could just continue it on through that line and come up on the other side like that. Whatever works best for you is what you should do. Now, this last one, I'm going to come from the center and do a nice curve line going, meeting that next line there. Same thing in the other direction. And voila! That is the basic shape. And then, let's see, let me try maybe two things. One, as a border. So this is kind of cool. This, you could just, and you could do a zigzag, and it doesn't matter how you do the zigzag either. I'm going to, however it comes out is how mine's going to be. I'm going to attempt to make it kind of even like that, but you could kind of go really, really wonky, and that would be neat. And so taking the instructions from that shape, I'm looking at the V this way, so I'm going to come up, around and down and up. Same thing on this side. Flip it, and if it works better for you like it does for me, I do the center first, or I should say like a full one first, and then leave these partials for after. I do that so that way my hand can kind of get in the groove of the tangle, and then doing the little partial ones, it seems to work better. All right, and then we'll do that line up the center. This one barely has one. And okay, right on the edge of the paper. All right, and then yeah, this might be a good case of this is why maybe do it in two separate strokes. And up to you if you want to turn the tile. Sometimes I don't need to. Sometimes it just works better. Let's have that go off, because this is what I'm thinking. And actually, this might work better in that I can see all of what I'm doing. Yeah. Versus, I feel like the pen was more in the way. I'm going to blame it on that. All right. And then, and I'm going to guess if you did this like extra wide, you could do another one of this stroke. Let's see, in my version, it's, step 2. Up to you. Okay, but for mine, today, right now, I'm just going to bring a curve line out of that center. That center line too, I haven't, but I would suggest erring on the side of shorter rather than longer, because you can always bring it out. And in the end, it doesn't matter. So even if I have this is a little higher than this, you see how much it matters. It doesn't. Okay. And then the last thing, let's try. Laura has some other neat ideas on her step out, so do take a look at it. I really liked the idea of making it into some kind of an organic, be a whimsical organic thing. And let's see, I'm just going to start here. And this is one thing too, maybe it works better to do, let's just try it. Let's do this one, and then we'll add some on either side. Or you can just, add the V's here. I think my hand just likes doing that second shape. Like the first one is fine, but the second one not so much. It's just really weird. Actually, this could be, you could go all the way around. You could do 4 of these. Actually, just put a big X, right? And do the same thing. And it could be, well, all right, let's see. No, it's just me not being inconsistent. It's not my hand. It's not its fault. And let's do one on this side too. I don't know. I just think it's really fun. This, we haven't, I don't think Zentangle has put anything out yet. But I will be using the term nomads soon. And that's kind of what this is, kind of, sort of, where you can put a bunch of tangles, it's like a fragment. So like this is a fragment. And then you put the fragments together in different ways. And, and it's just an interesting concept in tangling. So you could do like this. And I'm going to make a little stem or a trunk. I'm going to put a V here in the middle and fill it in just because it's kind of neat. Put a little squiggles at the bottom. Oh, it's a tree instead. Maybe it's a tree. All right. Now shading. I still haven't. I played with it a number of ways in my version of the step out. Number one way. Oh, and this is bigger, so it will help. And actually, let me use this has a bit finer tip on it. So here's one thing I was thinking. Because these can kind of look like they're tucked behind each other. We could put graphite on that side. And I don't want to bring it out too far because I don't want the graphite remorse. But that's just enough so you can kind of see it looks like layers. And then also putting the tip of the pencil, tip of the tortillon on the place that you want it darkest. seems to help. And then if not, you could always come back with the colorless blender. Let me wipe the blue off of it. You could come back with a colorless blender and write on that line. Just go over that line. It would probably help if this was a little bit sharper. I'm just trying to use an edge. But I don't know, can you, like, let's see, okay, well, look at this. Now, I'm going to put this over it. Yeah, you can totally see how that just makes it a little bit more dramatic without having to put more graphite on. So that's one way. And then, well, let's see, as I'm looking at it, it's like, well, we can make this a little shaped a little bit. But I think I won't use the colorless blender on that. I'm going to keep this part on the light side because it's down deeper. It's neat. Could do that center. Oh, I'm feeling like I should. Because if I'm going on the premise of that, you know, we're going what's kind of tucked behind, well, those two could meet. Ooh, I think I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. All right. Now, this one, I'm going to just do that original zigzag or original V shape. And I'm putting the graphite on top of the line, kind of working it a little bit on both sides. Oh, look at what I did there. Whoops. Let's see if I can find a way to mix that in. Maybe I'll put a little, yeah, on each of those ends. See, that fixes it. Oh, and actually, that's not a bad idea, but let's do this. Let's put it a little bit on all of those ends. Just using what's left on the Tortillion. Oops, let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah. And then flip it. And what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing some more graphite from those lines because I just want it to be kind of light. So I'm using it kind of like a palette, I guess. That makes it interesting. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's do, I did the center line on the one. Let's do the center line on this one too. I'm partly feeling like it needs a little something extra. Same thing. And this, and if you have a newer Tortillion, so you have a nice little tip. It's just interesting. Okay, now for this guy. Oh, this one I did it. Yeah, I didn't do the V. I did this. I was thinking of different ways that we could have fun with the shading. Or, you don't have to do shading at all if you don't want to. Just a really interesting tangle. I like that there's so many ways you can use it. That's what I think is probably the most fun. It does, I mean, for me, it kind of stretches my, stretches the imagination, but it's like, oh, sometimes there's too many options. It's like, oh, now I don't know what to do. There's too many options. I don't know how to handle it. All right, let's do like that. Sort of. Just because There we go. Oh, let's go down in here. Oh, and down where it curves, because that's fun. There we go. Like I said, interesting tangle. Neat to have so many options just from, the one tangle, so you can have as much fun as you want with it. And so I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I mentioned the description section, so there you will find links to the step outs. And below that, if you enjoy my videos, if you've enjoyed this and you'd like to connect, all my social media is there. It's on my link tree below the description. Below, I'm talking too fast. I apologize. I keep working to try to talk slower. Below the step outs in the description section, you will find my link tree. So all my social media is on there. Other ways to connect if you wish, for classes. I have 2 links on there where you can follow me for classes. I do them Tuesday and Thursdays. Unless there's a weird schedule problem, I try to keep it always the same, starting at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Eastern time on those days. The ones on Tuesdays, especially the ones that have a fee, those are generally at least an hour and a half. Depending on the content, it might go a little bit longer. But that is the kind of general outline of the classes that I do. Thursdays, I don't think I said it. Thursdays are free. It's called Tangle Time. We have a lot of fun. We could take a tangle like this, and I would say here, and here's the samples from from Laura, and go, and we see how much fun we can have. All right. Oh, last thing I want to mention about the link tree. There is a link for our Tangle Addicts community on Facebook. If you'd like to join us, click the link, answer the 4 questions, and then you're in. And the fun can be 24/7 whenever you want to go and look, because it seems like people are posting all the time, commenting. We have a really great group of people. It's a nice, safe space to share your work. I don't even think that it's just so funny, because we'll have people say, okay, I'm looking for comments, critique. It'll be critique will be the word. And it's a lot of times it's somebody that's new to the community, and it's like, and we're like, it looks great, and it's like, and it's not meaning anything except that we all understand that Zentangle is about the journey, not necessarily about the result. If there's something in particular that somebody wants, a result that they want to have, it's like, well, I'd really like this to look like this person's. How do I make that happen? And then, of course, we like to offer thoughts on that and stuff. But we know it's all about the play. It's all about whatever you do is great, and we're glad that you're doing it. So come and join the fun. And with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.